Hello everyone, and this would be the part 1 of restoration video. And here I just opened the top cover to show you how big it is, how many parts. Just wow, I believe some control boards here separate. There is a large CPU on this board right here. Power supply is separate board, which I like pretty much. Huge transformer, really twice bigger than in other models, and it's 52 watts. Wow, big one, and huge board. I believe here is a playback head connected. So let me see. I believe I need to continue digging inside and pull up the tape transfer. Probably I will start from removing the front panel just to make sure it will be intact and give more access to the tape transport. See you in a moment. And I'm moving on. I had a chance to remove this plate. Alright, and this gave me access to the belts and drives, so I was able to open the door. It don't go farther away, so something don't let it go. And I was able to remove the well cover. Now we can see the heads. Alright, and probably I would be able to pull it out, just untangling the zip ties and removing screws from the bottom. Let me see. So, and here is the switch. So it will work only if top cover is here. Interesting. You see, if there is no top cover, it will be pushing only like that. It will work. Really interesting design. Alright, let me see. I still believe I would need to remove the front cover. See you soon. Hey everyone, after removing the front panel and removing the bottom cover, which looks like that, okay, and then I had to pull up this metal piece which holds all these wires together. I was able to pull tape transport up, and it looks like everything is connected without the connectors, and using this swirl on top wires. That's the older design from Akai, has been using by 1970s and beginning of 1980s. That's where I decided to work on tape transport like that. So as you may see, the belt is original. Really, I was pulling everything, and it looks like they tried and they stopped. They decided not to mess up with this deck. And here is the light, so I can replace it, and we have this blue cover which will give a proper light color, so we should be good. I probably will use a white LED, and it should be just right, like warm white. Okay, we'll see it later, but this belt is original. It still holds, as you may see, and it still like rotates. Wow, there would be lots of work. Tape transport is the same as on other Akai decks, nothing new, different or unexpected. One big gear which controls everything, and one pot here which senses the modes. Control motor, real motor, and direct drive capstan. Alright, I would not film it probably because it's the same. The only difference so that we would need to, we have connectors on other decks, and this deck we have to work as this. I will see if I will find large connectors. It would be beneficial to replace them, but this will be lots of work. So probably I will go just like that. So let me work on it. If there will be something interesting, I will open and I can create short video inserts. But if it's just the same, nothing new, I will service it, put it back, and then we'll continue from there. Alright? See you soon. Alright, you know what? I decided to film this. Transport is a little bit different. Our principle is the same. So I removed 2 screws which hold the motor from the back. Now I have to remove a relief screw from here. Get access. In later generations they slightly updated it but kept construction similar. So here we go. We can remove the common gear and common motor. If we do, no, it would not fit. So next step is to remove direct drive motor. And there's 3 screws here. I decided to make a smaller, so like not zoom in so you can see everything, because I don't have time like to watch everything while on the screen while I'm working on transport, but you will have an idea where to look to and what to use. Okay, everything is clicks like it was screwed last time, like 50 years ago, like 40 years, and now we can remove this, and here is a cable which we need to pull out of the hole and be able to put board out. Okay, and now we have access. Here is the real motor, not real, like common motor. The belt is relaxed. It still works, by the way, after all those years. You see, it has a good friction. Really? Wow. It gets white from the time, but still works. Alright, next. Capstan belt. Here it goes. Still stretchy. So I told you the deck has a low abuse and was kept in very good conditions. So let me measure how big it is now. Okay. So in centimeters, it's it's still fine, 117, like 1 millimeter more. Or like in inches, it will be 4.6, and it will be 4.5 half length. All right. I did not expect it. All right, now pull up capstans. We don't have oil washers, so what we do? Let's see. I don't feel them. No, we don't. We don't have oil washers. On the front, do we have on the back? Yeah, we have not oil, we have low friction washer here. It's a good sign. And another capstan, technically don't need it. And I believe we don't have it, yeah. Because it will be pulled by a magnet to the back plate. Alright, now to the back side. Now let's see how we will get to the front. And where's why? The door is off. Someone was here really. That's why door don't go fully out. So it's not sits in its positions. Come on. So it should sit here. Let me check on that side. Yeah, it's proper. And this side was. Now it will go fully out. You see, like that. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. Now. So someone tried to disassemble it, but was not successful in proper assembling. So not sure about screws. how's it so tight, but looks like someone tried to fix it, and that was the reason why door did not fully open. Now let's see, it opens fully, and let me see if has go down. Really, everything is smooth after all these years. Pinch roller arms need some lubrication. They've been tough. I just pushed them and they started to work, so that's a good sign. The worst case I seen, like when they stuck fully and didn't move at all. So now let me see if I like to remove the door to have a better access. Okay, that's how you can remove the door. And now we have a good access to the front. And we can work on this. Let's remove this cover. Okay. Let me see, there looks like it was replaced. Maybe I was wrong that it wasn't touched. No, it's hard like a glass. And let me check. I have GX9 idler. It should fit technically. Let me see. I don't think that's so much different. So sensor only on the right wheel, as you may see. Left wheel don't have sensor. I don't get how they make hours and minutes without second sensor. So let me see how everything goes. Okay. Here, closing the door, applying brakes. So brakes are stuck, they don't work. The only position they work is pretty small place, but they work well. Okay. So command gear should be very precisely tuned, because as soon as it moves a little bit, it started to release brakes right away here. You see? So that's where I come in, brakes, and just a little bit, one direction, other direction, you see? So they hold only in very tight spot when I'm touching the command gear. Next, it should start pulling up the heads. No, wrong direction, sorry. Yeah, see, it's pulling the heads. And pinch rollers touches the capstans. Everything works, everything good. But it all needs lubrication. I have to disassemble a little bit here to get access and lubricate properly. So there are levers that needs to be cleaned, and the brakes lever here we need to clean. Let me see. They have both ball bearings or no? I don't think they have ball bearings, because this is flexible. So head carriage is pulled down only by the spring, and tension goes from here like angled. I don't see anything else holding it. Here we have. So here is the spring, one more spring. I'm not sure if you can see well. That's the top spring. I will try to remove. Let me pull it down to the lower position. So I will have a better access. Okay. Now. Remove the screw and the spring. Oops, and just lost the ball. It fall down into the tape transport. I need to find it. So give me a minute, I need a close-up view. Alright, I just found the ball. Here it is. Okay, so we have the ball on the top. This gives us a chance that we will have a ball on the bottom. Let me see how it holds. Pinch rollers wouldn't give me enough room. Yeah, there is a balls underneath. I can see them from here. But I need to clean and lubricate them. Or is it not a ball? Let me see. No? No, what? It just goes on plastic. See now. On each side, black plastic. Alright, so I need to remove at least one pitch roller arm to get and remove head carriage to get access to clean and lubricate. So okay, remove it ring, and now we can remove the spring. I like how they did it. So comparing to Sony, for example, this is much simpler mechanics. Alright, now how to pull the arm. Everything is connected here. So looks like there is another ring. Yes. Here we go. Another one. Now we can move this to the side. Everything needs to be well lubricated. Yeah, you see how tough the arm is. It still might work, but it wouldn't be reliable. One more spring from the other side. Okay. That's Akai transport stone. That's lubricant on these shafts gets harden it over time. Okay, come on, we can do it. You see how hard it goes. Really tough. Don't consider these wires, so we can release them right here. Almost there, done. Whew. That's what I need to clean, all this old lubricant. So I believe the second arm needs to be touched as well. Come on. Still nuts, one or another. How hard is it tight? You see how everything hardened it? So now I have a problem. I need a new shaft. Alright, this will take longer than I expected. So technically these nuts get so hard that there's no way to remove them. No, we just don't want to go one over another. Ow! No, I cannot unscrew these nuts, really. Alright. Now I need to see what I will do with the shafts. Really tricky situation. Alright. This will take a while, so stay tuned to my channel. Well guys, that was unlucky, but I broke this thread top from this shaft, and I'm checking out this shaft has no screw from the bottom. It just splashed in to stay here, so I don't have many options. I spent some time trying to remove these nuts, so now I can screw one here. And to compensate for the difference, so it holds well, but to compensate for the difference I probably would need to use file to clean up a little bit here. Technically there is difference, how much, let me see here, maybe around 1 millimeter, maybe less. Alright, other option is to go to the workshop where they can make another shaft. So drill through, remove this shaft and install the new one. Alright, and third option is to find a donor deck where I can take this plate out and put it here. Alright, so I need to think more. I believe still this option may work. If we will like file like 1 millimeter from here, it would not change anything. Alright, let me see what I can do specifically. That over time, you see, so there is a gap. It's worn part by the nuts. So over time, it was slowly moving up higher because they don't put any spacer in between. All right, we'll continue working on that. See you soon. And while I was waiting and thinking, I found the four balls, right? So 3 gets like here, here, and here. So on those plastic stands, and 1 goes on top. All right, so technically it's very good construction, very reliable. Still thinking. Well guys, so I was able to assemble everything back. I used the 1 millimeter which left from the screw and had to gently file the top of this pinch roller arm, right, to make sure that it will sit on the proper height. So I used my gauge, measured height. Like after I believe 6 or 7 iterations, I was able to get it precisely well. And then I used the lock, like I used a nail polish to lock nut so it would not unscrew by itself. Alright, so I see I missed the last step to install the spring, so possibly I need 2 hands to do it. But now, after everything lubricated, everything works smooth and easy, so almost no efforts on any operation. As you may see, I can easily rotate the gear. That's what we would love to achieve. Okay, now let me continue assembly. I'm already replaced the idler here, so I installed all 4 ball bearings, and now this is just like can go with a breeze. See how easy. I remove it all lubricant, lubricated. Pinch roller arms are very easy moving, so everything should be good. See you soon. Hey guys, and here we are working. So fast forward, rewind, play. It plays super cool. I so much in love with sound, and appears that lights is actually working. It just was not sitting properly. So when I will be assembling front panel, I will put it in the proper place. So that's a good sign. As you may see, it works. The only thing, like when it's don't, you see, I need to close it like that. So this side switches, I need to see what's wrong with them. Maybe some adjustments, because I was trying to fix this deck and now I don't believe it's in the proper positions. Alright, so but we're working smoothly. Really, this direction a little bit louder sound from the motor. This is much quieter. Well, moving on, playing. Really, that's really enjoying that it's real live. So let me continue working on it. See you soon. And here, guys, I'm trying like to improve the springs. We should push the tape so it will close successfully. So as you see, I hold it on a larger size, and then, come on, where is the focus? Okay, I hope you can see now. And then, like when it's I heat it, and then I let it cool down, and now it should keep the size. So comparing to the how it was, that's the change you may see right here. Alright, that's what I will be opening them and then put them back. They sit two from each side of the tape, and they push the tape so it will sit in a far like down position. Alright, listen. Alright, now check that. So this spring sits here. Okay, so it's magic. You can see them better. So 1 and 2 from other side. And now they are pushing tape and it loads right away. No more issues. You see? So that's how you may fix your Akai deck if it's not fully engaged this tape scene or not fully ejects when tape stacks are on these sensors. Alright, I would prefer to have them made from metal, but we'll see. So far this works. See you in the next part. Hello everyone, and I continue working on this Akai GX-9, and it's unbelievable how many parts they use it to build this deck. It's just awesome. And they put all the 3 boards, so this board comes from here, and it has like one connector on top right here, this one small, and calculate how many: black, black, white, white, blue, white, black, white, black, connected on the left side, and these 2 more connected like the big one here into this connector, and smaller one here in between, right here. Okay. And these 2, left and right, these connectors are from the front panel, these 2 guys. So I was able to remove it. To do it, it's not complex technically, just 2 screws which holds here into this both guys. And what I mentioned, that's why it didn't work properly, it's not assembled, so these 2 sides, they don't match. Okay, see, this is already going and this is just rotating, so I'm not sure. I would need to see what I will do with this, how to properly assemble so it will play good. You see, it's kind of messy on this side. Alright, and there is a shaft which connects this both sides, and here is a motor. And imagine how much work you need to do to get to this belt. I didn't get to it yet, so here we need to unscrew this motor, pull out it from here. Oh, wow. Lot of work. And see how many parts. So, unbelievable. As they fit it into the small space. Like on the height, this deck is the same height as later GX-9, which has like twice less parts, I believe. But it lost. So this deck can adjust bias. It has bias, it has multiple points to adjust the frequency response and levels. So it's pretty awesome deck. Alright. And what I cannot understand how they do tuning, because just a few ports are accessible from outside. All other ports you can get only when you remove this board and this board, because these 2 are right here. I'm not quite sure about the tuning procedure. It's probably will be complex and long. And so far I have a not very good news. The head shows like -10 decibel frequency drop. I take a look, head looks pretty good, so probably it's amplifier or just aging. I'm not quite sure. It sounds awesome, like in source mode it's just unbelievable deck. It records, I tune it bias, it records, but it's very underbiased if I use this tape on the other decks. And that's where distortions come. Same as we had with Harman Kardon. So I believe those has an issue. It needs to be adjusted properly. Alright. I'm not quite sure. I've seen that indicator works strange, like levels, they like get levels and no levels, like the drops levels, so it's pretty unstable. So this will be a long project for me. I will be working and tuning it for quite a long time, I believe. Not quite sure about all these orange capacitors I see here on this board, and other board is full of them as well. Probably I will go and replace them because they are known to be problematic in Nakamichis. And I'm looking at the series, it's exactly the same as in Nakamichis. So I will order them and replace just for the case. Not sure about the rest of capacitors because on the sound pass, this deck almost don't have capacitors. On the playback circuit, it's just one. And another one after Dolby B and C. And on record, it's just 3. Not a lot capacitors which can affect sound. Alright. I hope you enjoyed. To get to this position, like it was tricky. I tried to remove the top board. It's technically not possible to remove it. I'm not sure they already use so many connectors here. Why they use it still? Like this board has like 9 connectors and 2 are still like wires screwed on top of the posts. Like you see, why not add 2 more connectors? I don't understand it. Alright. So, but that's how they did it. Really very complex, huge boards. I'm not sure why they didn't go with the smaller boards. Probably it will save space and I can do the better job. And it would be easy to tune up and easy to assemble, disassemble. Same as Revox, for example. But that's how they did it. That's the old design. Alright. So this would be it for this part. I'm already bought and waiting for the donor deck came with a better tape transport. This one, after my repair, it chose the tapes, even if I was able to tune properly. The head and right guide were off. I tuned it up. Now levels are there. Plays really nice, but still 60 minutes tapes work and 90 minutes it chews. So I like to make it perfect. Alright. So that would be it for tonight. I hope you don't scare it with the amount of the parts in this deck. Everything is reasonable. There is lots of automation, more than in any convenient or regular deck. And it was like very tricky to deoxidize the pot, so I had to deoxidize these 2 guys here, balance and record volume, and I had to remove these 3 pots for AT bias and headphones output and RCA output level, and to be able to deoxidize them. So the procedure, as you see, you still have to remove boards to get to them and deoxidize. Oh, quite a lot of work. It's like 11:30 p.m. so I'm going to go to bed today. See you in my next part. Bye bye.